Hi everybody, welcome to GTCoding. In this tutorial series, we are converting this Figma design into a real website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Now in this video, we will set everything up for our project, and from the next video, we will start writing the code. So let's get started. Now the first thing you have to do is download and open this Figma file in your Figma application. So I will leave the link of this Figma file in the description so you can go ahead and download from there. And then just open it in your Figma application. Now if you don't have Figma already installed, you can just Google for Figma and just download it from there. And then you can just create a free account and get started. Alright, now the next thing we will do is we will create the HTML, CSS and JavaScript files. So here I have created this folder called responsive homepage and I just opened it with VS Code. And I also have a folder called images over here to store all the images. Alright, now let's go ahead and create the files. So let's click on new file. And let's create an HTML file. I'll just name it index.html. Now let's create a CSS file. So let's click on new file and let's name it style.css. And we also need to have a JavaScript file. So let's click on new file and let's name it main.js. Alright, now the next thing we will do is we will link the CSS and the JavaScript files into our HTML file. So let's go over here to index.html, and in VS Code you can just press exclamation and press tab, and you will have this basic HTML5 code. Alright, now here let's link our CSS file. So here I'll just type link and press tab. And here in the href I'll just type style.css. And now let's link our JavaScript file over here inside the body. So here I'll just type script:/src and press tab. And here I'll just type main.js. Alright, now the next thing we will do is we will get the link of the fonts. So if we go back to our Figma file, we can see that we are using two fonts over here. One is this font called Railway. So here we can see for Railway we need to have the black version, and then we have the next font over here called Poppins. So we need to have the regular version, and we also need to have a bold version. I think this is also Poppins. So here we can see for Poppins we also have a bold version. And let's scroll down and let's see whether we have any more fonts. So I think this is a Railway font. So let's double click over here. And here we can see we have a Railway font for the thin version as well. So we need to get these four styles of fonts. We need to get the Railway thin and the Railway black. And we also need to get the Poppins regular and the bold versions. So for that, let's go to fonts.google.com. Alright, so here I'm in fonts.google.com, and here we can see we have the Poppins font. So let's click on this. And we need to get the regular and the bold versions. So I'll just select this one right here, regular 400. And let's scroll down and let's also select bold 700. Right now let's search for the next font, which is Railway. So let's go back and let's search for Railway. And let's click on this font. And here also we need to select two styles. So we'll select this light 300 version. And let's scroll down and let's also select the bold 900. So I'll just select this. Alright, now let's click on this icon called View Your Selected Families. And here we can see the link that we can add in our HTML. So I'll just copy this from here. And let's go to our HTML. So here in the HTML, I'll just paste the link in the head section. Alright, that's it with the fonts. Now let's go ahead and add the colors to our website. So we'll create some CSS variables for that. So let's go to our style.css file, and here we'll just create a root selector. So I'll just type :root. And in here we will add all the CSS variables for the colors. Now when we add the CSS variables inside the root, it will be accessible everywhere. So let's go back to our Figma file and let's get the code of our colors. So let's scroll up, and here we can see we have the colors. So let's click on this color, and here we can see the hex code for the color. So I'll just copy this. And let's go back to our CSS, and here we'll just create a variable. So I'll just name it orange color. And here I'll just add the hex code. So I'll just type hash and paste the code over here. So this is our first variable. Now the advantage of using a CSS variable is that if you want to change the color later, you can go ahead and change it in just one place, and it will be changed in all the other places because we're going to use this CSS variable name as the color. Alright, now let's go ahead and get the second color. So let's go back to our Figma file and let's select this color right here, and let's copy this hex code, and let's go back and we'll just name it dark blue color. And here let's type hash and paste the hex code. Alright, now let's go back to our Figma file and let's select the next color. So I'll just select this color right here and I'll just copy this code. And let's create a color called dark color. And I'll just paste it over here. And I don't think we have this color in our website, so let's scroll down. And I don't think we have that color in our website, so I'll just skip this color right here. Let's select the next color and let's copy this hex code. And let's go back, and here I'll just name it light color. And I'll just paste the code over here. Right now let's go back and let's select this color right here, and I'll just copy this code. Let's go back and we'll just name it light blue color. Alright, that's it with all the colors in our website. Now the last thing we will do is we will export all the images from the Figma file into this images folder over here. So I'll just show you how to export a couple of images, and then you can go ahead and export all the other images. Now to export an image, you can just select the image. So I'll just double click over here to select this image. And then you can go over here to this design tab and just scroll down. And you can find this option called export, and you have to click on this plus icon over here. And then here you can click on preview to see how the image looks. And then you can go ahead and select the image format. So I'll just select PNG. And then you can click on export. And you can browse to your project folder, and I'll just select this images folder. And I'll just name it heroimage.png. And let's click on save. And now if you go to this images folder, we can see that we have this hero image. Now in the same way, you can go ahead and export all the other images. And you need to export these icons as well. So if we double click over here, we can see this is an image. So if we scroll down, here we can see we have the preview of the image. Now when you're exporting icons, you can just select the image format as SVG instead of PNG, because SVG will maintain the quality of the image even if we increase the size of the image. So whenever you have an icon or shapes like this, you can just export it as SVG. So I'll just click on export, and I'll just name this enroll icon.svg, and let's save it. Now in this way you can go ahead and export all these images. So you can export the star icon, you can export these two images, and you also need to export these thumbnail images, and also these icons for App Store and Google Play Store, and also these two icons over here. You can export these as SVGs. Right now let's go to the iPad version, and we don't have any new icons over here. So let's go to the mobile version, and here we can see we have this icon for the menus. So you can just double click over here and export this icon as an SVG. And you also need to export this close icon. And let's see whether we have any icons remaining. And we also need to export this icon over here for the clock. So these are all the images and icons you need to export from Figma. And once you export all these images, you'll be ready to get started with the code. So that's it for this video. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comments below. And if you like this video, please click on the like button and subscribe to this channel to get the latest video updates. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day.